Hey guys, welcome to Virgo season and welcome to the Virgo reading. So hopefully by this point you have watched the key dates video. So I'll be going over, the astrology as well during the reading, but this will kind of, give you I'm going to focus more on what the cards are saying rather than the astrology. Like I'm going to have the astrology on the side, so, kind of add in little pinpoints, but this will be the main focus. So something new I've been starting that's been working out really great actually is I've been putting crystals on the cards, and this just kind of helps to cleanse it before I start the reading. So we have some smoky amethyst right here, really nice stone, and then blue kyanite, which is gorgeous. It has some quartz inclusions as well. Just a really beautiful piece. And this is to help with communication. Specifically past life communication, but I'm using it because of the communication piece, because Mercury retrograde is coming up. And yes, I know we're so excited for Mercury retrograde. I know. It's the third one of the year. There will be one more happening in Capricorn season on December 28th, lasting into January of next year, to close out the year. So something to look forward there as well, because I'll be during my birthday, and that should be fun. So without further ado, just, also what I've been telling people, guys, too, is look at the crystals that kind of absorb their energy, like really get into it, and just kind of go from there. Whatever you're feeling, just kind of go with it. You can see some of the other crystals I have in the background here. I always have a lot of crystals near me when I'm doing these readings, just for energy and helping send messages through. So I'm actually going to grab my Super 7, which is a wonderful piece. If you don't know what the Super 7 is, please look it up. It's an amazing piece, especially if you do like a lot of spiritual work, or just, you are trying to level up. This is an important piece to have. I also want to take fluorite as well. This is a fluorite point. And yeah, there we go. Look at that. Those color gradients. Gorgeous, right? This helps out with tarot work. So I'm just going to hang on to these for a second while I keep talking. So, Leo season was interesting. Cancer season, as we talked about in the Leo video, is kind of like, the usual Cancer season. We're all in our feelings. We're drowning for some of us. And as we now moved into Leo season, things were kind of up and down. It's kind of like a roller coaster almost, right? And I feel like it was like Cancer season part 2 in some ways, for me anyway. And I know a couple of people felt that as well. Now with Virgo season coming in, now it's time to set goals. It's time to get back on track. We're being practical. We're being grounded. Especially with Mercury retrograde coming in, it's the time to really revisit those things that you've kind of been putting off, projects that you've been putting off. Revisit those. Don't start anything new. So really think about all of those things, and we'll talk more about that too. And hopefully I'll be getting some information up on the website as well for that. So stay tuned for that. I know the website's been kind of like lacking on updating recently. I should have, hopefully, fingers crossed, a post up tonight. If not, hopefully tomorrow for sure. So stay tuned for all that. A couple other things. Personal readings, there's a sale on those. I'll talk about those at the end of the video. But in case you're curious, they are updated right now on my website. So there is that. And what else do we got? I think that's everything for now. So without further ado, let's get into it. I feel good. The Super 7's nice and warm. Put the fluorite back. We'll move this over here. Hopefully you guys are doing well too. And yeah, something told me to rub the Verticos out. You can't see it, it's hiding over here, but something just told me to hold it for like a quick second. So we're going to go ahead and do that. As I take out the cards actually. So put it next to them. As an earth sign, I look forward to Virgo season, because, getting out of Cancer and then moving into Leo is just, it's a lot sometimes, So I'm ready for the break. Oh, but I'm ready for the break. Give me 1 second, guys. Just gonna adjust the lighting just a little bit. And the camera. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, so let's get into it. So today officially, as I'm recording this, Virgo season starts at 11:56 p.m. or around that time, give or take maybe 20 minutes. Either way, it's after 11 o'clock. like I said, we're more sensible, we're more organized, we want to be more organized, we're setting these goals, we're looking internally as well. And this, and internally to be more detail oriented, but for some of you, you might be a little cynical. Be wary of that. All right, so what came out? We have the Four of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. Yeah, I feel like some of us are still feeling stuck. There's just residual stuck energy that's hanging around from Leo season, and we just don't know how to get out of it. And it's like, or it's like we've gotten out of it and now we're being presented with another problem, and it's like, oh, when does it end? It's because of the retrogrades, guys. I'm sorry, that's what it is. Though these retrogrades are not playing games, let me tell you. They really aren't playing games. They really want us to level up, get going. What are we doing? Sitting here, doing nothing, twiddling our thumbs. That's really what they want us to do. They want us to keep it moving. Let me just check something really quick. I'm just if I could zoom out. No, because then you can see all my notes over there. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna keep it zoomed in. Okay, I'll just have to maybe adjust the camera a little bit. We'll figure it out. We always do. All right. This is okay, but don't get hung up on this notion here of like you're beating yourself up, especially if you've been feeling very like creatively like stuck, or like drained, or like you're not moving. This will free up some time, and you need to be more logical than emotional here, but even that can get you into a little bit of trouble too. And we'll talk about that once we get to Mercury retrograde. But also today, there is Mercury forming a trine with Pluto as well. And that kind of helps you get out of this rut. You're coming up with brainstorming ideas. You're coming up with solutions on how to get out of here. So you might just need to talk it through with a friend. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius, they might be a really great person to talk to get out of the situation and be like, hey, have you thought about doing this? So just FYI there. Now, cards are being very chatty today. A lot came out, so let's take a look at this. All right, we have the Queen of Swords and the Ten of Swords. All right, right there, I'm just gonna stop already. Oh, yeah. Okay, for some of you, this situation's rearing its ugly head, and this is because Uranus is going retrograde in Taurus. The communication can get very sharp, and you can end up getting bruised really easily. Be careful, guys, of what you say. Not just now, but this is also going into speaking Mercury retrograde. The shadow period starts on the 26th as Mercury moves into Libra. So be careful. Don't oversay anything. Don't the issues have already started for me. Like they've already started. Like miscommunication, I've had that happen already. I've had electronic issues already happen. The typical Mercury retrograde crap that happens every time. That's all going on. So just be careful. Like this one is not playing games. And you don't want to get stuck in this spot here where you're like, beating yourself up and being like, well, I didn't do this. And, I meant to say this. And then you're just like frustrated. So you're being extra sharp, especially with it being in Libra. The air signs are really going to feel this month. So if you're a Libra, Aquarius, or a why am I drawing blanks, guys? Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. There we go. Woof. That took a lot, especially if you're an Aquarius. This situation, be careful. You don't want to risk messing things up. Now, what does this also mean? This also means that this situation is holding you back from your dreams and aspirations. And that's really what we want to focus on here with Virgo season, is setting these goals in motion so we can get past them and we can have these dreams happen. So these things can come to fruition. These things can manifest. If you manifested during the Lionsgate portal, this is reminding you to look at what you manifested. Don't let this self-critical thinking that's going to bug you this month get in the way. These demons are going to try and make their way out. They're going to try and haunt you. They're going to want to do that. You cannot let them interfere with your success. If you let them interfere, you put so much at risk. Not only do you put this at risk, I'm just going to adjust the camera, guys. Bear with me for 1 second. Okay, there we go. So you not only put this at risk, but you put a whole bunch of other things at risk. Ace of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and the Page of Wands. Listen. Bear with me. Okay, there we go. I think that's probably good. Okay, it's about as good as we can get it, guys. I think. I'm sorry. Camera's being a little weird today. Okay, there we go. Sorry for all the camera shaking, guys. Just trying to get everything in motion here, and it's being stubborn. There we go. That's kind of what I wanted. Okay, good enough. As long as you can see the pictures, that's really all I'm really wanting you to see. It's just be able to see everything. Okay, I'm never satisfied. If you haven't, if you can't tell, joys of being a Capricorn. So you let this situation get in the way, you're going to end up putting your dreams that you have manifested, everything gets put on pause and put on the line. You don't want to do that. All right. And this is actually very distinctly, this is two separate kind of situations. And this also happens with Uranus moving retrograde, and it's causing these shakeups, right? And if you're a Taurus, you've been feeling these shakeups for quite some time now. And that's what this is doing. It's causing these shakeups on purpose to get you to move out of the situation, get you to stop being stuck, get you to focusing on where your dreams are, where you want to be. Where is your cup overflowing? Who's overflowing your cup? Focus on them. Your intuition, focus on that too. Creativity, focus on that too. These these four cards are really what you need to be focusing on, as well as moving past this and not letting this get in the way. You get in your head too much this season, and all of this is just going to go out the window. It's going to be gone, and you're going to be like, well, this was a waste of a season. Well, yeah, because you let stuff get in the way that you're not supposed to. For some of you, this is a huge test from the universe. To be like, okay, I'm giving you all these things, especially with Jupiter being retrograde as well. I'm giving you all of these things, all this great stuff, all this, everything you wanted. The maybe the romance, the love that you've been looking for years, that's coming. You trusting your intuition, that's coming too. The creativity, yes, all coming, boom, boom, boom. But the universe is going to test you to see, are you really worthy of what it's trying to give you? And if you're not, if you fall for this and stay stuck here, yeah, you're not gonna get it. You're not. Now, what else do we have going on? Okay, Mercury moving into Libra, right? This is where this also comes in. This is a time of very charming, friendly communication, which is good. For some of you, though, this can get you into a lot of trouble. Again, especially if you're dealing with an Aquarius. Get you into some trouble, so be careful. Also, this is not a time to make important decisions. Let me reiterate this. Not a time to make important decisions. No important decisions. Not until after October 1st. So from the 25th, guys, really to October 1st, when Mercury retrograde is over and goes direct again, that's really the time to kind of stop. If you really, really, really want to play it safe, give it another 2 weeks. So to the 16th. Okay. Now, this also, on the 26th, Venus forms a square with Uranus. And this is a very frustrating square. There's a lot of unexpected changes that happen. You could be feeling like you're being backstabbed left and right, and you're just like, oh my God, I'm ready to throw in the towel. I don't know why I'm doing this. Woosah. And also the sun forms a square with Mars on the same day. Really restless energy. You're just like, you're ready to attack. You're ready to be sharp. You're like, no, I'm not standing for this. What the fuck do you mean? No. I'm gonna tell you how it is. Don't do it. Don't do it. Breathe. Just take in a deep breath and breathe, please, because you will regret it. You think you're going to be feeling like this, but you're really not. It's going to create conflict, miscommunication, nervousness, and the more you set into that emotion, into this, yeah, that's when this all gets messed up. So just be careful. 26, guys. Don't. Just don't. For your own sake. please try and keep it under control. If you have close friends, family, someone that you can, you know, kind of vent to, maybe, that you know isn't going to take it the wrong way, that would be the time to do that. If you're worried about them taking the wrong way, though, this is something you just have to do with yourself. And the next day is the perfect day, actually, for that. Sorry, I'm just drinking some water, which I also recommend, guys. Drink some water as well during watching this. So on the 27th, we have the new moon in Virgo. Now, this is where this kind of comes in, the start of the Ace of Cups, right? So this is also about improving your life. Now, you're looking at this, right? This is coming up for a reason, right? It's coming up to show you where your life needs to be improved. Where are things holding you back? See up here. What's holding you back, right? And how can we progress forward? Now, as we figure that out, I don't know why the camera is so shaky today, just because I'm like touching my hand on things. You know, guys, give me 1 second. I'm just gonna figure something out. I'm so sorry. The camera's gonna shake for a minute. Bear with me. I just don't know why I was being extra shaky today. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Yeah, it's still a little bit, but that's bad. Okay. So, it's once Uranus is gonna like be shaking things up. This new moon in Virgo, same thing. It all of this happens so quickly, guys. It happens in a few days, right? We're looking at like 4 days, and all this happens. It's like, damn, really? And it's doing it on purpose. Some of you are already feeling this way, and if you are and you're feeling stuck, no, you're not stuck. Just know that. Collaborate with some people that you trust. If you need, like I said, if you need to vent it out, do it before the 26th. Get it done ahead of time, and then boom. Then on the 27th, it wants you to really focus on this stuff. Where can you improve your life out and become obsessive with details? Now, let me just reiterate this. Yes, become obsessive with the details. Fine-tune the small things. Get focused. But do not, please, do not become so obsessive that you start to become critical. That's just going to get you back here. And that's the Virgo trap. So, yes, stay focused on the details, but do not get critical to the point where you're like, oh, well, you know, I'm like focusing on X, Y, Z, but like I could be doing X, Y, Z, Z, Z. No, that's just this energy, which we're trying to leave behind. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense. Now, this also on the 28th, day after, Venus is opposing Saturn and forms an opposition. You might feel like people aren't seeing you, you're underappreciated. This could cause conflict to rise. This is also the Queen of Cups talking here. And it can be really, really difficult for you to express your feelings. And you're just like, I don't know what to do. How about you go fuck yourself? That's really what some people are going to want to say. And my advice, guys, is don't do that, please. Just don't do that. You're going to want to do that. You're going to want to do it so bad. Trust me, right now, I want to do that. But don't do it. Oop, and there I go, whacking the fucking camera. I am so sorry, guys. I'm just a hot mess tonight. I don't know what's going on with me. I promise I didn't drink before this reading. All right, the 8 of Cups. Oh my gosh. Yeah. We like to see it. So we figure things out, right? You know, we're like, okay, yes, you know, we got it. I gotta move on. I have to focus on the future. I need to get these plans in order. Da-da-da-da-da. Boom. We leave things behind. On the 2nd, Mercury opposes Jupiter in Aries. Don't take things personal. Again, you know, just leave it behind. You're easily hurt this day. Just walk away. Leave the feelings behind and walk away. Just please, for the love of God, just do it. You know, it's a tough month. It's a tough. Oh, jeez, Louise, you guys see this? What is this? What is you like? Half the deck fell out. I don't know. But you know what? Normally I don't do this, but let me just show you guys. You see the stack? It's a lot of cards. It's a lot of cards. Normally I wouldn't do this. I wouldn't just like throw it back in, but somebody's telling me to throw it back in, so you know where to throw it back in. It was just a lot. Caught me off guard. Watch them all pop out again. So, on the 4th, Venus moves into Virgo. So now relationships and finances are kind of, taking a more practical approach. Which is good. We're not being so selfish and, in the Leo energy. Like, we need some of this earth energy to kind of ground us and set some things straight. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, there it is. The finances are back on track. We're like looking at like more objectively, and also for some of you, if you're dealing with a Capricorn, they're also somehow they're helping you out with this like self-worth journey in these finances, and it's just great to see. This is also Saturn trying to teach you these lessons that are necessary, and hopefully you're learning them, because Saturn, once retrograde's over on the 23rd of October, that's when things are going to start to, the karma kind of, gets balanced out. This is a time, guys, I think I said it in one of the readings not that long ago. If not, I'm going to say it again. This is clearing out karma back from 2020. So like about 2 years worth of karma. For some of you, I think it's like 18 or 19 years of karma. You need to take these retrogrades seriously, guys. Like, I can't reiterate it enough, especially Saturn. Especially Saturn. So get your shit together. This is literally the last month to do it, and this is the perfect month to do it, because Saturn loves earth signs. Capricorn's its home planet or home sign. It rules over Capricorn, and that's obviously an earth sign. Here we are. This is also asking you to look at where your vices are and then how that's affecting your self-worth too. That's the other thing. Now, on the 9th, Mercury goes retrograde in Libra. All right, so we have the Sun, the Knight of Wands, and the Six of Pentacles. How fitting. And we're going to take it the Seven of Cups. How fitting indeed. Oops. Oh my god. I swear I'm like banging everything. Can I not? Yes. So in Libra, communication's all wonky. It's there for 3 weeks, like I said, until October 1st. You need to look at where you're giving your energy up to people that don't deserve your words. That's really what this wants you to look at. Libra, has the scales. So who are you giving your energy to? What are you not balancing in your life? Revisit these ideas. Revisit projects that need more of your energy instead of giving it to people that are just going to sit here and confuse you. All these options that you've been looking at, revisit those. The energy wants you to revisit things for a reason, guys, because it's trying to push you forward. It wants, especially with Saturn coming up in the reading too, or the Capricorn energy. These retrogrades are very, very closely linked this year. I feel like more so than usual, you have to really look and do the work. I've had some people tell me like, John, I've been doing the work. I'm doing the work. And I'm looking at them and I'm like, but are you doing the work though? And they're like, yeah, I am. I'm like, okay, then what's the problem? Why are you still stuck then? And they're like, I don't know. And I'm like, because you're not doing the work. And they're like, okay, what's the work? The work, guys, that I'm referring to is shadow work. The healing process. Really looking deep in yourself and being like, okay, where can I fine tune? You could be the most perfect person on earth, and I'm sorry, you're still not perfect. And that's coming from a self-proclaimed perfectionist that, working on that, thankfully, because it's such a bad habit to have, guys. It really, really is. And it's horrible. It's absolutely horrible, because you don't want to be here simmering away, letting these retrogrades pass. Yes, the retrogrades are scary sometimes, but they're scary because they're bringing up uncomfortable lessons. This Ten of Swords, nobody wants to see that in a reading. Nobody wants to see that. But if you look at this objectively, though, it's showing you where you're so stuck that these swords are stuck in your back still. And and it's trying to show you, look what's preventing you from getting your dreams and this outpouring of love. Like, wake up. That's what the cards are basically saying. Wake up and smell the coffee before it's too late. Like I said, one more month, 2 months from this reading right now, and Saturn, or from me recording this reading rather, and Saturn goes direct. After that, the timer restarts. Get your karma cleared out. Let it open up to give you these blessings. Clear it out. All right. Moving on. King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. We have a full moon in Pisces on the 10th. This is a very uplifting energy to help get you through the retrograde. It's going to kind of shift away from worrying about what you can't control. And that's kind of where this 10 of Swords comes in, this anxiety feeling of like, I can't control this. And it's like, no, but we're not going to focus on that. You're going to turn it into a positive instead and focus on what you can control. So, the new moon, guys, I highly recommend manifesting on the new moon. And if you're going to manifest on the new moon, you want to manifest about, and that's on the 27th of August, so coming up in 5 days, about where can you improve your life without becoming obsessive. Oh, sorry, without becoming obsessive. My bad. Sorry, guys. You don't want to become obsessive, but you do want to focus on the details, but don't become obsessed about the details. There we go. Sorry. Re-looking at my notes. That's kind of the key thing. Whoops. See, Mercury retrograde already starting. And then with the full moon, this is another good time to manifest, but manifest on releasing and kind of just like, releasing the worries about what you can't control in life and then focus on what you can control. That's going to be really key here. Okay. Good. A couple more things. Speaking of anxiety, on the 16th, Venus forms a square with Mars, and this causes anxiety, and you're feeling like you're under the microscope. Like, people are watching your every move. They're criticizing you. They're like, oh, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. They don't do this. They don't do that. Oh, you're just feeling like you're being attacked left and right. It's like, here it is, 3 of Cups. Oh, yeah, here's the whole kit and caboodle. The 7 of Swords, the 5 of Pentacles, the 5 of Wands, and then the High Priestess. And the High Priestess is telling you what to do. It's just telling you to pull back. Just wait it out. Wait it out. And also on the same day, the Sun forms an opposition with Neptune, and it's an exhausting day. Just focus on hobbies and rest. No major tasks. If you have to work that day, which, a lot of us probably will, just really focus on smaller things at work. Don't do any big projects. Don't do any big tasks. Just focus on the smaller things. And just, if things come up, people are lying to you and you're feeling like you're being criticized and they're lying and there's conflict outside, people are gossiping about you, whatever, just pull back. Just observe. You can even laugh it off if you want to. That's what I would do. Just laugh about it. Ha 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 ha, thanks. And keep it moving. That's all. On the 18th, we have Mercury opposing Jupiter. Don't make any promises that day. That's also kind of this too. No, don't make any promises because it's going to lead to this. We don't want that. Okay. And then on the 22nd, we have fall. So excited for fall. And Libra season. And that's it, guys. That is really the whole reading. There we go. So there's some ups and downs this month, but really the big thing, I think, the big takeaway, if you take away nothing else from the reading, but what I'm going to tell you, this would be the big thing, is this energy here. Up in the first few days of Virgo season, let me pull the cards back so you can see them. Give me 1 second. Let me just pull these off to the side here. I'm going to do my usual little pile, and we'll move those over. Okay. So up until here, these first few days, this is really going to set the tone. If you stay stuck here in this energy, everything else is going to be a wash. It's going to be so difficult, and this will rule your life for the entirety of Virgo season. Do not get obsessed over this. Yes, focus on details on how you can get out of it, but don't become obsessed about it though. That's the thing. It has to be a fine line. Really fine line. And then, after that, these 4 cards here, actually 5, actually the rest of this being really the key points. This could be the whole reading, honestly, right here. But we have the extra information for the astrology. But this is really the whole reading right here. We want to get unstuck. We want to move out of what's not fitting us anymore, and then end up having this self-worth, end up having these feelings left behind, once and for all. So the karma can be cleared out. That's really what we're trying to do. So that's like the big thing. Okay. So now let's do the extended, and we'll dive into that and see what other information we need to know. So let's see. All right, 4 of Pentacles. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Wee you. Listen, you want to stay stuck here? Fine. Come Libra season, you're still going to be feeling stuck. It's going to get worse. Bottom of the deck, the Eight of Swords, the three of Swords right after that. If you're dealing with the Libra as well, what are you doing? Get out of this situation. It's toxic. If you're dealing with a legal situation and you're feeling stuck, that's a whole different ballgame. This might not get cleared up until after Mercury retrograde. Just FYI. Also, this is saying, with Mercury retrograde being in Libra, if you sign any new contracts or anything like that, which is also another big no. You put yourself at a big risk of some really big accidents because, yeah, be careful. All right, let's look at the Queen of Swords. Some of you are going to want to be aggressive. Don't do it, because that's just going to get you more stuck. Take the high road. Focus on what's going to get you that stability. Focus on what's going to get you that money. Use that logic to push you forward. Focus on the little details, but don't become obsessive about them. That's the key. What's going to bring you happiness to get out of this Ten of Swords? Where's the happiness? Turn the swords into wands. Put in the hard work and overcome that. 7 of Wands. Okay? You got this. It's already in the bag. You know it's in the bag. It might sound difficult, but it's in the bag. Lean on people that you know. These 2 cards really being particular here. You don't need to carry all the burden either. Lean on people that you can trust during this time to help pull you out of that Ten of Swords. Because you know what? The karma is going to balance out, and they're going to help you move out of that situation too and get you to overcome these obstacles that have been presented. Just saying. All right. The Star. All right. If you're dealing with that Aquarius, let's tell you. If you're dealing with the Gemini, like I was saying, don't know what to tell you either. Now, for some of you otherwise, love life, indicated here by the Ace of Cups as well, really spicing up. And for some of you, it's something interesting that you might have manifested for, you could have been wishing for, or maybe it's just a blessing in disguise that you didn't even know that you wished for or that you needed. And then boom, it comes out. And yes, you're going to have to put in some work for it and, and keep it working and keep going at it, but it's going to pay off really well. And just trust your intuition on this whole situation. Some of you might be considering moving or traveling to, to keep the love life interesting, or to see someone that you've wanted to see for quite some time. Or just to, you're tired of staying home. You're tired of, being cooped up and feeling stuck. So you're like, you know what, let's go for a break. And then, this Eight of Cups, yeah, it might feel like a tower moment. Yes, it might. But, out of that tower moment, though, comes a huge opportunity, especially if you're dealing with the Scorpio, in the self-worth and money department. You'd be foolish to not take advantage of this situation and to really, vibe in the Scorpio energy. Also, this is very indicative. Again, we've been saying this for I don't know how long now. This rebirth that keeps on going and going and going and adding all these layers. That's also indicated there. Okay. Let's look at the devil and the sun. By Capricorn season, so, really, we're looking at next year now, right? That's when the next Mercury retrograde is going to come out. It's going to come out in Capricorn season. Don't let the lesson repeat again. Learn it now. So when the next Mercury retrograde comes around, you can learn a new lesson and really level yourself up there. And if Mercury's going to be in Capricorn, oof. Saturn's not going to be like that. Saturn's going to be like, you better learn this lesson real quick. But it's okay. Things will figure themselves out. They always do. They always do. Focus on the creativity. Look outside the box. And for the love of God, this is indicated at the Capricorns, and I'm saying this because I'm attacking myself right now on purpose. If you need a break, please rest. Please rest. I know I have some people that are going to watch this video and they'll laugh that I'm saying that because they know it's true. They know it's true. And I know the Capricorns are going to feel attacked by this, but it's true. Take some damn rest. The pyramids weren't built overnight. That's the other thing too, guys, is this situation isn't going to happen overnight. That's why this rebirth keeps popping up. Because it's ongoing. And the cards are here to remind you, like, hey, it's an ongoing process. Okay? So, now we got this situation, right? So Mercury, going retrograde and, oops. And it's like, okay. It's like, now what? Now what do we do? Well, you already know what to do. You just got to revisit things that you haven't been doing. Look at those projects that are collecting dust. If you're not going to be doing them, throw them out. And if you want to do them, then get to work. It's a good time to revisit those things. And like I said, this is also about putting that energy to who needs it and who doesn't. And you need to leave behind the people that don't deserve that energy anymore, the people that are lying to you. And the thing is, guys, this retrograde, it might seem scary, but you already know, and you've known for some time. You've known for some time who's going behind your back, who's stealing your energy just like a little vampire, who's taking from your abundance. Do not be stubborn like a Taurus. This is gonna pop up again because you know what's going on. You know who needs to go. You know who's siphoning your energy, who's siphoning your abundance. You know who's doing it. You're letting them do it. So stop. But now remember, can't do anything until after October 2nd. You just have to observe. That's it. But don't be sitting here contemplating all the options. No. The only option is to leave them behind. That's it. So don't be trying to make up excuses to try and sit in this energy, because then this situation is going to come up again. Here it is. Especially if it's with a water sign or an earth sign. Just to continue clarification, water, it would be Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. Earth sign would be Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Be careful. This could also literally be you self-sabotaging yourself and making excuses for not being your best self. Which, in which case, what the fuck are you doing? Stop that. Yeah, I'm being harsh because the cards are like literally over here. Like the Empress, like come on. The Empress is all about self-worth. It's all about abundance, fertility, like all that jazz. Like it's such a positive card to get. And if you're sitting here letting yourself be beaten down over some stupid shit, what are you doing? Because the only thing you're doing is you're hurting yourself from getting this Ace of Cups energy, the love that you want, that you crave so much. That's what you're missing. The abundance that you want so much, that you've been craving, that's what you're missing. No more pity parties. Now, that being said, because now if this is you self-sabotaging yourself, this is just like other people come in, they're gonna gossip about you, they're gonna talk about you, they're just gonna keep siphoning your energy because they're like, oh, well, they don't care about themselves, so we can just take whatever is left, and just take it for us, because that's exactly what they're gonna do. That's exactly what they're gonna do. And if this isn't you self-sabotaging yourself, it is a person or people, then they come up again. The universe is going to keep confirming what you already know. But you have to pull back and just observe a little bit longer. And also, sorry for being an asshole saying what I said. Because you deserve better than that. At the very least, you deserve to treat yourself with the utmost kindness and having the most light in your being. Period. Okay. Now that everyone's like, geez, he went off the deep end. That full moon is going to be and that full moon in Pisces. It's also going to highlight, where things going south. It's gonna expose these people, as full moons usually do. And that's the thing too with the High Priestess. Just let them expose themselves, because that's what they're gonna do. Especially with their family members. Yeah, they're up on the exposure list. If it's a Taurus, they're also up for being exposed. So, yeah. Also, that Uranus and Taurus, yeah, that's not playing games either. It's going to expose whoever needs to be exposed, because these people are out here being like, oh, we're going to say one thing like, oh, yeah, you're the best. I can't do this without you. You give me so much stability. Oh, my God, you help me on my path. Oh, my God, you make me so happy. But all they're doing is causing you anxiety, and then you're over here tossing options like, wait, why am I an option? And you're looking to the past being like, why am I an option? And you're really trying to figure it out, and you can't. And that's where the High Priestess comes up, because you just need to sit back and do nothing. Until after the retrograde, when the fog clears. Because everything's not going to be what it seems like. You're going to feel diminished, and you need to look internally and figure out what is going on. Use the Virgo energy to really look at what's going on, find the strength to move on, and get that stability back on track. If you can do that this month, you are set for this retrograde. You are literally set. And this Four of Wands keeps wanting to pop up. There it is. And yeah, you can celebrate because you won. You beat the retrograde's own game. There you have it. There is the Virgo reading in full with the extended. If you'd like a personal reading, you can go onto the website, and those are all 20% off regular pricing for Virgo season. That includes the 6-month option and the yearly options as well. Those are up on the website now with the updated pricing. So go ahead and check those out. The maximum savings is $96, almost $100 if you do the 3rd tier for a year. $72 on the middle tier for a year, which would be like what we just did here. If you have questions, you can shoot me an email at cosmichorizonstarot@gmail.com. All the information with those links will be in the description. Also, if you have, if you can't make the full, if you want to like lock in the yearly pricing, because I don't know when I'm going to do another sale again. If you want to lock in the pricing for those discounted ones, let me, and you can't afford to pay the whole amount in full, that is okay. I would prefer it that way. But if we do like 6-month increments or whatever, or half now, half later, that's fine too. But just know with the understanding that if a payment is missed, there'll be one more chance, but you will forfeit the reading for, there'll be a delay in readings until that payment is hit. And if you miss the payment twice, then unfortunately, that'll be the end of that. So in other words, if you pay me for, if you're doing the year and you pay for the first 6 months and then like, you know, the 6 months are up, you know, you have to skip a month. Okay, so we skip a month for that reading and then you get the next, and you pay next month and you get those, you know, 6 months from that point. So we can talk about it though in email. You can also DM me on Instagram if you follow me on Instagram. I will be starting a page hopefully soon for specifically the tarot stuff, so stay tuned for that. Yeah, I think that's it. Tarot of the Day will be starting up, like I said, soon. Sorry for the delays on that. Just life has been a little busy on my end, but we're getting back on track. And I think that is everything. I will see you guys in the personal readings. Manifest Monday video, I didn't do one this week because I was trying to enjoy the last bits of my vacation, but we will be probably starting those up again. So we'll be doing that. I'll probably be recording it later this week. And then we'll go into just like the weekly like bite size. So for those of you that don't want to rewatch this whole, you know, almost 50-minute video, you can watch the weekly snippets, and it goes over the astrology for in a reading just for the week. And you know, I think it's a little bit easier sometimes to get like little bite-sized information and kind of keep an eye out for what to do for the week. That being said, Virgo personal readings will start tomorrow, the 23rd. So keep a lookout for those. All right, I believe that's everything. You guys take care of yourselves. We're gonna get through this together. And as always, love you.